Hello and welcome to my second YouTube video ever, and today we're going to be playing some MX Simulator here, and I just kind of want to talk about some things, just kind of about the release of Legends so far, and kind of just the things that I've seen and watched as I've seen other people play the game. The game is not yet out on Steam. It comes out, I think, tomorrow at 9 a.m. or something like that. Kind of a weird release time. It isn't quite midnight yet, so I could be wrong. It could release at midnight, but it does say on Steam that there's like 11 more hours until it releases, something like that. It's kind of weird. You can't pre-order it on Steam. You can only like add it to your wish list, so something's going on Steam. I don't understand why they did it that way, but there's probably some reasoning for it. But anyway, I just kind of want to talk about what I've seen so far of the game, the gameplay that I've seen, how it looks, if it's different from, gameplay that we've seen from earlier, and things like that. And to get started, I guess we'll just get into graphically the game, right? This is the full game that's released. I've seen the gameplay, and graphically the game looks great. I love it. I love the biomes in the game. I love the cool arcadey graphics, and the dirt looks good, and the sky looks good, and the environments look good, and that's all fine and dandy. I think the game did a great job in that aspect, and I got no complaints. I mean, I think it looks great, and I think people are enjoying that aspect of the game, and yeah, that's awesome. Now, track-wise, I'm not super impressed by these layouts. I mean, obviously they're very arcadey, but I don't know. It doesn't blow me out of the water. I mean, I know there's a lot more, things that are going to be releasing in the future here, but definitely interesting track designs. I mean, they're not bad by any means. They're pretty wacky, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's something different. So, not great designs that I've seen so far, but they don't look bad. I mean, they're probably going to be just fine, but I guess we'll see. And physics-wise, now the physics are very interesting. The rider is very buggy. The way the rider twitches and moves is far from polished. Also, actually, I didn't bring this up when I was talking about the graphics. I don't know if this is just Xbox or PS4 or I can't remember the console the guy was playing it on, but these like weird animations were happening in the ground. The ground was like raised, but as you'd get into a certain vicinity of the track, the ground would just lower. Like, it was this super weird texture glitch that was honestly horrible. And he said on some tracks that doesn't occur, but on the track he was riding, it was like almost like unplayable. It was horrible. So already seeing bugs. Literally in the first YouTube video I watched of just a normal guy getting the game on release, he was having some problems. But anyway, I mean, that stuff happens, right, in a game release, but, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. That should be patched in the next, week, maximum. I mean, it's a pretty big issue, but, physics-wise, I mean, they're just no different. They're exactly what we've already seen, and I personally don't think they're great, but, everyone likes, their things different. It's definitely, new physics. These aren't old copy-paste, which is good, but still the sliding in the corners, I just don't fully understand why that's in the game, but who knows, maybe when I get my hands on the game and play it, it's gonna play differently, or I don't know. It's very interesting, very different from All Out, but I guess we'll just have to see. Yeah, I've also been seeing people just say nothing but positive things about the game, really, which is kind of weird to me. I don't really get that. There's a lot of things that are good about this game, but there's a lot of things that aren't so good. And so I don't know if people are just super hyped and they want to think positive, and They want this game to be the great MX, versus ATV game and all that. It's like, I don't know. I'm not seeing it personally, but again, I haven't got my hands on the game, so I don't know. I'm still stuck here playing MX Sim, so who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass, but listen, man, I want them to prove me wrong. I want this game to be great. I don't want to wait another 4 years, all right? We've been waiting forever for another good motocross game, and we have not gotten one, dude. MX Bikes is the most recent great motocross game that we've received, content-wise. Oh, another thing I want to touch on is ground deformation. That's a huge aspect of motocross games and supercross games, and from what I've seen, there is ground deformation, but it doesn't look very good, guys. And the problem with these physics, the sliding physics, is even when there is a bunch of ground deformation, you're not going to be able to really use it because you'll slide out of ruts. You can't grip the ground. It's like what just happened to me right there. It slid out. That's all I've been seeing, when people are playing this game, and it's super worrying. Like, I don't know if that's really what they're going for, if maybe they thought that was gonna hit the spot, or I don't know. Super interesting choice by them, but man, I guess we'll see, man. I'm gonna review the game tomorrow when I boot it up and play it and see how it plays. I mean, I can't really review the game until I've actually played it instead of just watching it, but so far it does not look worth the money. I mean, I know the game's $40, which usually AAA games are 60 or 70, so at least it's not a full $60. And I guess on Steam I think there's a refund policy, so if I hate the game, I'll just sell it, and come back here and cry myself to sleep for the next 4 years. But yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you guys later.